All right, this is business tip number 2. All right, I don't know if it's number 2, number 1, number 5. It's super important though. I was having a coffee with an old friend of mine, and he was talking about what he was doing. I'm not going to get into specifics because I don't want to reveal identities. And unfortunately, this friend of mine is having difficulty establishing his new business because, well, for whatever reasons, he's having trouble establishing his new business. But now he's in financial big trouble because he made a very big noob mistake. N-O-O-B mistake. Noob mistake. And what's that noob mistake? The noob mistake is counting sales that you do not have. Counting sales that you do not have. When people start their businesses, naturally, they're typically very excited about the new business. They have high hopes about the new business. Otherwise, why would they start it? And so what they do is they go out there and they set up an infrastructure and they start spending money, renting locations, buying super expensive equipment for a business that has not yet materialized. So my friend is rationalizing his poor decisions like so many I have seen. He's saying, yeah, but I'm going to need this, I'm going to need that, because if I don't have this and that, I need this super expensive computer. And I need a super expensive location because when things starts to go, I'm going to need the space, et cetera, et cetera. So burning through a ton of money over a period of time, but the business is not there. The business is not there. So rule number 2 in business, whatever, 2, 3, 5, whatever it is. This rule is do not spend money on anything unless you have a clear path, a guaranteed path of income that will justify the expense. No question about that. For example, this is a very minor example, this cinema camera that you see me being filmed on right here. This cinema camera is an expensive camera. My expense with the camera, lens, the monitor, the mic was about $10,000. It's not a huge expense, but nonetheless, I did not buy this pro-level camera when I first started doing videos. In fact, I waited a couple of years until I saw that it made sense to get that camera. Don't make the mistake my friend made, and so many people make. That's why businesses go out of business, because people overextend themselves. They spend money they don't have in anticipation of contracts and sales that they don't have yet. Don't do that. Don't do that. Now, if you're worried, well, I'm going to need this super fast computer, like let's say you decide you're going to do work and you're going to need a super fast computer because you need to compile your code really quickly to keep up. Well, until you get that contract, you don't need it. You don't need it, right? When you have the contract, when you have a payment, a significant payment up front, then you get the super expensive equipment. If you have the huge contract, then you go get the location that you need to satisfy it. Trust me, you can scramble, you can make it happen, but don't make the mistake so many people make is they anticipate something, it doesn't happen. A lot of times it doesn't happen. Remember, in business, you have to pivot a lot. There's a lot of pivoting, changing your business model, adjusting your product based on what you find out once you get into the marketplace. So there you go. Very important business lesson. I hope you listen to me because it will save you major headaches. Welcome to the video, everybody. My name is Stef, and I'm here to teach you everything that you're going to need to know about quantum computing. I was looking into that, and to my surprise, Microsoft has gotten into quantum computing. They put out a language, I think it's called Q#. It's for quantum computing. Apparently, it's not mainstream yet, but there are quantum computers. So what's a quantum computer? It's a computer that computes on a totally different way, or in a totally different way than traditional computers. I don't fully understand the details, but all I can say is that for certain types of computations, it can do things, it can calculate things at incredible speeds. As they stated in an article, well, Microsoft was talking about this, things that would take traditional computers years to calculate. A quantum computer could do in a fraction of the time. They haven't indicated what, but it could be hours. So there you go. So quantum computing, if you're a super nerdy nerd and you're interested in what's coming down the pike, you may want to take a look at that. There might be something to consider if you're interested in super high-end, cutting-edge tech. Sometimes there are opportunities there. I think that the business implications right now, or the business applications for quantum computing, is a little early, but nonetheless, now you're aware of it. My job here with this series that I'm going to come out with is I'm going to do nerd news. I'm not sure what it is exactly I'm going to do, what I'm going to call it rather, but it's going to be me going over the latest software development news, giving you the gist of the piece, and then giving you my take on it, given my 25 years experience in the software game. There you go. All right, that's it. My raw recording is running out. Bye-bye.